Shedding light on a niche fragrance house that really doesn't get any press on YouTube in my sampling sample series. I like doing that. Comment below if you're a fan of these. What's going on, YouTube fragrance family? Welcome to my sampling sample series. Today I'm sampling from a brand that, hell, on YouTube, crickets, there's nothing. Well, there is something on this company, but there's not much going on. So this is one of those brands that I just like delving into brands that people don't talk about a little bit. Put it on camera. I'm not going to get the hits and the views that, I'm not going to get thousands, maybe a couple hundred here or there, but this is for you guys out there that are interested in these type of brands like I am. So this is a brand called Olivier and Company and Co. Olivier and Co. And this is a fragrance that is pretty easily titled. I know what it's going to be. It's called Vetiverus. Vetiverus. So it's a vetiver-based fragrance, of course, with the name. Released in 2012. Olivier & Co., if you don't know, is a small fragrance house created by Perfumier Olivier Valverde and are made in Spain. Bottles look like James Healy's bottles. I'll throw a picture around me somewhere or just slide it in. The brand kind of, not as far as creations go, but just the brand reminds me of Andy Tower. That personal touch, each fragrance is made by the Perfumier, boxed by him and things like that. So that personal touch means quite a bit to me. I can't believe Andy Tower still does that. Kudos to him, but of course he's getting bigger and bigger every single year. And still is, makes sure that he has his own personal touch, which is huge. So I wanted to try out this brand. They looked interesting on, I believe that this was a sample set from a Lucky Scent also. So there's a couple of these brands that I'm going to throw out in 2018 in regards to sampling samples, just letting you guys know about different brands. This fragrance, the big notes in here, of course, vetiver, that's what I come to expect, Osmanthus, and cloves. So what were my thoughts on this fragrance? First and foremost, really solid fragrance, by the way. Vetiverus is, of course, a vetiver-based scent, like the name. I felt like Olivier & Co. really made a complete fragrance here. It really was well done. Not just the vetiver, but all the notes put together. It really worked well together. And sometimes, I talk about blended well. This is what that means. You got that central theme of the vetiver, and then you have what surrounds the vetiver and what makes a fragrance a fragrance. If you just put vetiver in there, it's kind of bland, boring. Everybody's smelt that before. You want something interesting and something that will change in a few hours and give you different aspects of the vetiver, but keeping that central theme still there. This is what I mean by like a medley or something put together. Really, the Osmanthus here is in bunches. It kind of reminds me of Hermes Essence. I have it here, the one that's called Osmanthus Yunnan from Hermes. Beautiful, beautiful scent. You get tons of dusty spices in here. The cloves pop through. Of course, the coriander in here plays a large role too. Really a nice mix of notes in this fragrance. In a field of vetiver scents, this one used a nice mix of notes. The vetiver root was used wisely by making it dance with those surrounding notes. It actually makes it quite unique in the overcrowded market of vetiver scents. Great blend, great balance of notes. Highly wearable, not too safe, but neither too crazy. It was just well done. It was just one of those fragrances that it was just like, a first impression on a brand, you're just like, okay, this one was good. Possibly not a buy, but you're looking for that depth, that mix. Does it really work well on your skin? And this is just blended very well, and it kind of makes me excited on the other takes on this brand. Staying power, it stayed on my skin for a good 6 hours. It's not a beast per se, but it's not a fluffer either. Projection was a little lower than average, so it doesn't push much. It stays closer to the skin. Good and bad things about this fragrance. The good things about this release is it's vetiver. And it's still a unique scent to this day in an overcrowded genre. It's hard to make a good vetiver these days, especially a unique one or something that keeps the user interested. It is a note that is just utilized so much. Every single brand has a vetiver-based scent. At least they should. Great use of the note and its surrounding notes too. And that's what I'm looking for. Vetiver has to be solid. by itself. Of course, it has to be a really good vetiver note. But once you got that and you got the surrounding notes that work and play well with it, it makes for a good set. Good quality juice. The bad, the bad thing about this is keeping my attention. There's so many vetivers out there, and this one, I wouldn't say it blows my socks off. It's just I was more impressed about the construction of it and how well it was made. I wasn't really more interested in actually purchasing it. It wasn't one of those that I was like, oh wow, this is like a great vetiver. I've never smelled something like this, or oh wow, I got to get this. This is a great addition. No, it was just one of those that was just like, wow, this is a very solid set, and I can't wait to try out more of the brand. That's pretty much what this did for me. Pricing for this bottle is around $145 American, US retail, so kind of pricey. My final take, is this bottle worthy another sample or pass? This is definitely another sample to a pass. And it's not because it's bad juice, it's just vetiver. There's so many. I can't say every single fragrance is bottle worthy. If you have this in your collection, perfect. It'll make you pass on other vetivers because you got this one. But a solid release, and that goes to a final score. It's going to get a good score. It was well done, and that goes from 1, of course, trash bin, to 5 being great. This gets the 4-star treatment. This is good juice. Definitely, if you're into vetivers, or you're trying to test out more vetivers, this could be one that's kind of underrated. Nobody's talking about it, things like that. So vetiver lovers unite. Comment below if you're a vetiver lover. I want to see who's on my channel that likes vetiver. And did this one pique your interest, or are you just going to pass on this one? I want to see those comments. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.